Yesterday, the Ag Minister defended his Chief of Staff, saying that he wanted somebody with agricultural experience. Now, his Chief of Staff has a very specific experience, that of owning a multi-million-dollar ag empire. But that is the very experience that the Conflict of Interest Commissioner has specifically forbidden her from speaking about. If she can't talk about the explicit experience that the minister said qualified her for the job, why is she still on the payroll?
Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's unfortunate my honourable colleague across the way cannot focus on agricultural issues, but I'll assure you we can. And, Mr. Speaker, I can assure my honourable colleague in this House that my Chief of Staff has completed all the requirements of the Conflict of Interest Commissioner and will be abiding by all guidelines set forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Grant Prairie Mackenzie.
Well, Mr. Speaker, that's exactly the question. Now, it wasn't only the minister that thought that it was the Chief of Staff's experience that qualified her for the job. It was also her understanding as well. As a matter of fact, she said, my background through my family business is pretty relevant to the portfolio. So I think that's partly why I got the job. Now, Mr. Speaker, I'd ask the minister, why is she still on the payroll if the qualifications that made her qualified for the job are the things that she can't speak about?
Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Again, my honourable colleague thinks the only requirement to work for the Department of Agriculture and the Minister of Agriculture is to have no experience in agriculture. I'm sorry, we disagree with that. But as he indicated quite clearly, that my Chief of Staff has completed all the requirements of the Conflict of Interest Commissioner and is willing to and will abide by all guidelines set forward. It couldn't be clearer, Mr. Speaker.